So, I have a new book that I want to tell everyone about. It's called Bod for God by Pastor Steve Reynolds. This amazing book came in the mail, and I have been looking through it all morning long. So, tell us a little bit about what inspired you to put this book together.
So basically, I've struggled with weight all my life. Actually, you talk about childhood obesity. I lived it. So I actually weighed 103 pounds in first grade, which at the time the average first grader weighed 52. So just imagine I'm like twice the size of the average kid,
Mhm.
and but I used my size to become a pretty decent football player, and ended up going to college on a full football scholarship. But after that, that's when things really started going in the wrong direction. I made a decision. I was never going to exercise again. I was tired. I was worn out, burned out. Had coaches yelling at me since I was like 8 years old, and I was done with that stuff. And I literally kept that promise, but I kept eating like a football player. And so I ended up, after 25 years, getting up to over 340 pounds. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. I was a sick man, and I was a younger man. I mean, had a wife, family, kids. Great church I pastor. Listen, I didn't want to die. I felt like I was on the pathway to early death, and so I am a pastor, and I often ask God, what should I do? And I just felt like God said to me, "Well, you're always telling people look in the Bible. Why don't you look in the Bible?" And I said, "Okay, I think I will." And I like to study words in the Bible, and I decided, I said, I'm going to study the word body in the Bible. It's got to be some truth here for me. And it's in there 179 times. And from that, I crafted these four keys that make up the book, Bod for God. And through those four keys, I lost 130 pounds. And I also lost high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. And I wrote the book to help people experience the same thing I experienced.
Well, it's amazing because you think about it sometimes, and because I'm chubby too, and you think, I only got this one body that God blessed me with. I
Yeah.
should be treating it like God gave it to me, like He
Yeah.
created this, like He
Sure.
wants you to be your best,
Yeah.
and you
Absolutely.
really need to honor that too.
Yeah, yeah.
What
So
I
I
love,
like to I like to say that your health is the lid on your life. So you're never going to go any further than your health allows you to go. And if you want to maximize your life, you got to maximize your health. And so the two are closely linked together. And I was a temple trasher. I was trashing God's temple,
Mhm.
and I had to learn to honor Him with my body.
So do you go to the gym now?
I do. I enjoy. I do a lot of walking. I like 5Ks. I like things like that, and I do some strength training as well.
Oh, nice. So, what I love about this book is it's got other people's stories in it as well. So, once you started making changes, did you find that your church was kind of following you down that path?
Yeah. So basically, what was going on was, I mean, I really became very cold towards health and wellness. I mean, the truth was, I didn't care what anybody thought, including God. I mean, that's the blunt truth. And and so I would actually, pick on healthy people, like make fun of them sometimes. Hey, pastors shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And so all of a sudden they're seeing their pastor like, wow, what's going on here? I lost 70 pounds at the time. And people were just saying, what's going on with you, man? This is not our pastor. And and they said, tell us what you're doing. And I'm thinking, I've never heard a pastor talk about this stuff in church. I never have.
Mhm. No.
But I said, I'm gonna break the silence. I'm gonna talk about it. And I did the first Bod for God sermon series. And and yeah, since that time, God's opened up one opportunity after another, and we have what's called the Losing Weight Loss competition in our church, and hundreds of churches have groups and things like that. But we've lost about 17 tons in our one church, and so we're thankful for what God's doing in our church, and it's a loving, caring, supportive environment. No judgment, no judgment going on, just care for each other and supporting each other, because it's not easy to change, and
No.
and we got to keep working together.
It's amazing to me, though, how when you make a change that puts you on a healthier path, whether it's with food or with people or whatever, how so many other doors open up. It's so
Sure,
hard to take that first step,
it
but then
is.
once you do it, it's life-changing.
Absolutely. And you're really hitting on something important. So there's three things that make Bod for God unique. And one of them is that it's incremental. Okay. And so I'm about small steps to life, because what you're trying to do is you wanted to build a lifestyle plan that you listen, here's the key word, enjoy doing,
Mhm.
not endure it, not picking some one package. Everybody does this, drink these shakes, eat what's in this box or whatever. That might help you lose a few pounds, but you're just going to probably gain back double. Okay, because
Mhm.
who wants to do that forever? So there's no reason you can't enjoy eating healthy. There's no reason you can't enjoy exercising. I mean, you just got to retrain your taste buds. You have to retrain your body, to thrive on that, and actually you want it. Okay, you enjoy it in your life. So focus on small steps to life. God for God has hundreds and hundreds of small steps to life that people can take.
So I noticed it's also a workbook. Is that so?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
work to
yeah. I like
do.
to tell people, obviously I'm an author. I like to sell books, but I tell people this is not a reading book. Okay. This is, like you say, it's a workbook. It's 12 weeks. And the 12 weeks are just to get you started on building a lifestyle plan. So it's not a quick fix book. It's not a quick fix plan. It's going to get you on the right pathway. And if you can do it with other people, that's even better. Okay, because the fourth key is T is for team. And in the book I talk about how I built the team, because I didn't have a group at the time. I didn't have a book at the time. I had to have a doctor on my team. I had to have my family on my team. But now it's so good because people can sit down and do this as a Bible study. They can do it. We do a weight loss competition model in our church. That's the model we chose, but you can do it two different ways. You can do it as just a group study, or you can do it as a group competition type approach as well. And now I have a course that goes along with the book. For years, people have
Wow.
asked me to create a course, and now that's available. Okay, an online course, and people can get that at my website, PastorSteveReynolds.com, PastorSteveReynolds.com.
I love it. I want to start this book. Okay, I can give myself 12 weeks to change
Okay.
my life. Why
Okay.
not? I love this. I love this concept, and I would love to have you back on like the 13th week and see
Sounds
how I
great. Let's
did.
do it. Let's do it. Now,
Right?
I'll also mention, COVID was obviously horrible in many ways,
Hmm.
but some good things came out of it. One thing that came out of it for us was we pivoted, and we started offering online participation in our local
Oh,
church. Okay, so we have on-site groups and we have online groups. So if people are interested, they can actually join us at Capital Baptist Church. Just go to the church website, welovechurch.org, welovechurch.org, and you'll see Losing to Live competition, and people from literally anywhere can participate. Literally, every we do this 3 times a year. And so we're kicking off what we call the spring competition, which is, I call it summer slimming competition. And so people can join us right there, welovechurch.org, and be part of an online group. And so for the first part of it, you hear a speaker, or I also have videos that you can get. And then you are assigned to a team, and you go through Bod for God. I also wrote another book called Get Off the Couch as well. And we have multi levels. We actually have 3 different levels. So love to have people participate with us if they want to choose it. So a lot of ways you can get the book, you can read it, you can do it yourself. That works. You can get the online course. You can start a group yourself. We would love to help you start a group. And literally several thousand churches have done this program, and we'd love to get more going. Okay, so lots of options.
I love it. Thank you so much for being with us, and I would love to talk to you again.
Okay, let's do it. Okay,
Uh,
week number 13, right?
all right. All right. I'm going to mark my
We're
calendar.
on. We're
All right.
committed. Okay, I'm
I
in if you're in.
I
Okay.
can't lie to a pastor. Come on. I'm a good Catholic girl. I know I'll
Okay,
get in
that's
trouble.
great. There's Catholic churches that have done this book. Okay,
Yeah.
um, I'm a Baptist pastor, but I've actually spoken in three Catholic churches that started the program.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What if I
Yeah,
started like a movement in Albuquerque? That would be like
that
huge.
would be even better. Let's do
Oh
it,
my gosh,
and
I love it.
I'll help you. I'll
All
help you.
right.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, Pastor Steve, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. My privilege. God
All
bless
right.
you.
God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.